Yo, yo, yo! Hello! Hello and welcome to Where the Exploding Show, party people. Good stuff, great to be here. Hello to everyone. I'll just get my little multi-stream of chat aggregated and all the phrases. That's because this show goes live to several different platforms at the same time, including YouTube, Twitch, X. We're also live on Instagram, YouTube, X, Instagram, Twitch. I think that's it. But what more do you need? So Insta, how you doing? Good evening to Alexander. How you doing, buddy? I saw someone who's a bit of a synth person, electronic music type person, inventing electronic pop. There you go. That's the name I recognise. Stay around. We're all about that here on this show. So we've got some great stuff coming up. Mr. Juice is in the house. Bruce93, Darth Fargle, Middle-Aged Gamer Guy, Ponder, Addicted to Retro. So many of the regulars. Lovely to see you all. I'm hoping that Ken from Tiny Devil Games will join too. Good grief. Good grief. Darth Fargle, you absolute total superstar for giving me 3 months in a row of subs on Twitch. Yeah, Twitch. Thank you so much. That means an awful lot. Welcome to the show. So much going on. Way of the Exploding Show, to be precise. I think I might need to adjust this actually. Just bear with me a sec on. No, we're good. I think we're good. There we go. Okay, yeah. Excellent. Some great retro stuff coming your way, because that's what this show is all about. Nouveau retro, a phrase that was coined by someone in chat. Who was that? Hello, Janet, Ed, both from YouTube. Beefy Smith just joined us from Instagram. Got a nice little party, nice little community. So we're going to do some news. Loving the vibes. We're going to do some news. We're going to do some great news stories. I'll tell you what I've been up to with the movie. I've got a nice little technical hack that I want your help with for the Game Boy, which is going to be fun. Oh, and we're doing a playthrough. We're doing a playthrough of a brand new game, folks. A really cool game called Rue Valley. Have you heard about it? Yo! Are you still working on what I think you're working on, Ken? That's Tiny Devil Games. Everyone give him a shout out. He's been working really, really hard for the movie. And if you don't know what that is, here's the link. Click on that link, Control AI Delete, controlaidelete.net. And that'll give you a link to the movie that started on this here show back in the day. In fact, it started before this, didn't it, guys? And we filmed it, and I'm now currently editing it. It's a feature film about a bunch of gamer geeks who are into the 80s tech, 80s computers, and they're the only hope for humanity when a crazy AI takes over. All right, it's called Control AI Delete. Go and find it. Get your copy. I think it's about 16 quid. It might be a bit more now that the Kickstarter is finished, but we've already made the movie. All right, good. Brilliant. So let's get the news racked up and ready. Okay, so everything that we do on this show is dedicated to 80s and 90s retro tech, but generally when it comes to the news, it's got a modern spin on it. There's a reason that we're doing it. Yo, Fluke Monkey, nice to have you with us. And today is no exception. Would you believe, he says, quickly checking for the let's see if this works. No, it's not working. Okay, brilliant, absolutely bloody brilliant. Right, let me just sort this out. Hang on, let me just sort this out. What I want to try is a playthrough of a brand new game. All right, it's called Rue Valley. Now, first of all, has anyone heard of it? It's a superb game. Stop. We'll exit the game and we'll We'll play it again. Let's see if we can play it. Ready to play. Why is it not playing then? Play. Okay, I'm going to play it. I'm going to bring it in as a source into this here stream. Sorry, I had got it set up and it was working. I promise it was working. Add that. No, that's not working, is it? That is not working, guys. There we go. Good. Marvelous, marvelous, marvelous. Right. Next thing I should be able to do, that's all gone a bit backwards. That was meant to be the other way around, like that. And then I could come in on there. There we go. Yes, yes, yes. Job is done. Now, I'm hoping that this game can be played utilising. I just realised that Instagram, I'm not going to see very much of it, are they? Because they're in the old vertical format. That's a little bit of a bummer, isn't it? Anyway, we'll have a quick playthrough. I'll hopefully be able to play it with a mouse and keyboard. Not entirely sure if I can. Continue, new game, there we go. I have to choose, first of all, I'll explain what's going on for those of you who can't see the whole game. You have to choose a personality sort of profile for your character to begin with, and you hold this button down and you are in. You can always go on Insta. You can always jump over to one of our other platforms, which is Twitch or YouTube or X, where this game is live. Right now, I've chosen the personality profile, and I am effectively, I think, I'm a criminal, and I'm sent to rehabilitate in a small town with a motel in it, right? But what happens, I believe, I've not actually played it, I was going to play it live on the show, I think, is that...
Still with me, Mr. Harrow?
Time resets itself every 48 minutes. I'm pretty sure that's the central motif. Right, what are we doing, folks?
Mr. Harrow, I'm aware that you may be experiencing...
So I'm having a chat with my shrink, I think. I'm trying to get through as quickly as I can.
And we'll surely be coming back to this condition. But for now, I just want you to acknowledge its existence.
Okay, so there is
That's good
a lot of detail that we should probably be paying attention to, but I'm just going to go for it. I'm just at random choosing responses so that we can get to the main game. As I said earlier, the concept is that I'm locked away in a town, all right, with a tag on, I think. You know, set in the modern day, but the town has some kind of weird tear in time and space. Darth Fargo has dropped a link into chat for Twitch, certainly.
I've never let a client down.
Reminiscent of Disco Elysium, says Ken in Tara Devil Games. If I'd known that we were going to do this much chat,
check in at the office.
I would have done it beforehand. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Okay, good. Now,
give me my coffee, you jerk.
Oh, it's great. I love it.
Spit it out already.
It's so good. Okay, left mouse to run. Good, I understand.
Come on, you thief.
Well, I'm not running, am I? This is great, isn't it?
I'll break you open if I have to.
Yeah, I can see, I'm pretty sure on his left leg, there is some kind of tag, I'm pretty sure. Why can't I go up there? Oh, there we go. Cool. So the motion is, it's not that easy, I'll be honest. It's a little bit counterintuitive. Thank you. I think someone just followed. Can I go in there? No, I don't know. Isn't it beautiful though, graphically? You just want to live here, don't you? I don't know if you have the same feeling about games sometimes. You just... There we go. What do I do? What do I do? Ken, help me out. What do I do? Try the knob. Okay, it's a kind of language-based interface. Leave the light. Okay, that's no good. That's clearly not me, is it? Let's try and find my hotel room. Can I try that one? No. All right. How about this one? Not the most riveting gameplay. I do apologise. I am trying. All right. Okay, someone's having a conversation down here. It's weird like thing. I can't seem to get onto the stairs. Look. Weird. Oh, come on. This is really annoying. What's going on? Oh, there we go. There we go. There we go. Worked it out. Sorry about that. I really should have played this beforehand. I thought it might be nice to set it all up together. But I'm sort of regretting that now. She's really upset. Let's go and see what she's so teed off about. Thank you. I've got some someone giving me some kind of gift. Let me help you out here.
I'll break you open if I have to.
Well, okay, that's no idea. Let me have a look. Have a look at the instructions. Settings. Controls. Left shift run. B, alright, M is mind map. Tab is show interactables. I think that's what I was doing. F5 quick save. Oh, doesn't really help, does it?
Give me my coffee, you jerk!
Anyway, look, the bottom line is I'll play it between now and next Sunday, and hopefully we'll have slightly better luck, because I'm not really getting much done here, am I? I mean, I can't even interact with anything. I mean, this is only the demo. Maybe I should buy the full game. Put a week's worth or a few... Oh, I can't. I'm too busy. But put a couple of hours worth of play into it so that I can do way better justice to this. This is absolutely appalling. I've completely wasted everyone's time.
Yes,
there we go.
Rue Valley Motel.
Thank you. Okay, at least we got somewhere.
No, the repair tech already came yesterday.
Got to listen to her on the phone. Wow. She's too extrovert on me. I need to get in my room. Can you?
Sit down, sir.
That's
I'll
why I
be
couldn't
with
get in
you
my
in a
room.
moment.
Oh, come on. Let me in. Give me my key.
Yes, I have rebooted the modem.
I'm aware, by the way, Alexander, that you can't see the game on that feed so well. Come on, I want to get into my room.
Of course it's urgent. Our guests don't have Wi-Fi. The credit card machines are dead. We can't access reservations.
Maybe I could just grab the key myself. I don't want to leave. It said leave, but I don't want to. I'm going to grab the key. Check out the leaflets. Grab the cheap-looking pen. Let's grab it. Yeah, let's go reckless. Let's just whack it in my pocket. So I'm making loads of personality determining decisions.
Your repair tech said.
This is terrible. Check out the leaflet. I don't want to check out the leaflets. Enter office for a key. Ring bell. I can't though. I want to wait. I don't want to kind of just be ignored. I can go back through the conversation. I'm going to wait until she finishes the call. That's what I've just chosen. Draw whatever. Just draw whatever comes to mind. Where? Draw what? With what? Oh. No, continue. Okay, time. Hang on, wait. Could this be something to do with the time narrative, or is it just me waiting for her to get off the phone? Minutes pass, but the phone call is still not at its end.
I don't.
Wait, cheap pen, doodle something, leave. Should I leave? Let's leave. I mean...
Hi, yes, Coral Destiny Antenna, Rue Valley Motel. Oh, case number?
Better wait inside, or she might start another... I have no idea what's going on. I've not really played a game before where I've been absolutely unable to interact with anything meaningful. A list of rules you can't be bothered with right now. Okay, cool.
I even tried a backup router.
No, okay. No, okay. Okay, I think we're going to end it there because this didn't give me the kind of instant input to the game that I was hoping for. And frankly, I think we're all going to get very, very bored. But I am assured that it's actually a really, really cool game. And when I get to the bottom of it, I promise you, which will be sometime this week, I will be back. Hang on, there we go. So that's Rue Valley, ladies and gentlemen. And hopefully, I'll be able to get more out of it this week and bring you something a tad more meaningful. Hang on one second. Okay, that's good. That's good. That's good. That's good. Okay, so if I can turn it off, we'll move on. There we go. Rue Valley, ladies and gentlemen. Brilliant, brilliant, brilliant. Okay, marvellous, marvellous, marvellous. I'll just get some tunes back on. That did not go to plan at all. I'm really, really sorry. The grey hair, yeah, I thought I could get a key. I thought I could ring a bell. I couldn't seem to interact with anything. I'm also aware that it would have been a really, really boring stream for those people watching on Instagram because they couldn't see the full game. So I'll have to work that out. Maybe I could make two versions of the game, a little mini one in the centre in a kind of phone vertical format. Anyway, more stuff to talk about. Ladies and gentlemen, Turok is coming back. Are you aware of that? Turok Dinosaur Hunter, originally released for the N64, was it? Has got a refresh, a brand new game, in fact more than a refresh, a new addition to the Turok universe, and I'm super, super excited about it. It was officially streamed by the devs about 3 days ago at I forget what the event was, but they've announced it's going to be hopefully available end of spring, beginning of autumn 2026, which I'm really, really excited about. It's being developed by Saber Interactive, who you may know are the studio behind Warhammer 40,000 and Space Marine 2. It's confirmed for Steam, so that's good. We'll be able to play it on this show. Xbox Series X and S, PlayStation 5, and this is really, really cool, Nintendo Switch, which I'm really, really pleased about. So unlike the classic first-person shooters in that IP series, this type is primarily a third-person action adventure game, though it does feature a mode where you can toggle first person, which I think is quite a good nod to the OG experience. It also features co-op, ladies and gentlemen, which I'm really, really pleased about. 3-player online cooperative play, as well as a solo campaign mode. Players control legendary Turok warriors battling dinosaurs and an extraterrestrial threat across the lost lands, including jungle swamps and ancient temples. And you've got a whole bunch of classic Turok weaponry, like plasma rifles, ray guns, and the cerebral boar. God, that sounds nasty, doesn't it? Absolutely superb. Really excited about that. Turok Origins, due for release end of spring, beginning of autumn 2026. Absolutely brilliant stuff. Okay, good. Now, we have another interesting piece of news in the shape, quite literally, of a Game Boy. Now, I need your help with this. So I need to film this screen. Now, and the reason I need to film the screen, and the reason that I'm using, what's it called, a flash cart, is because we're putting a game on here that we've designed ourselves, well, that Ken at Tiny Devil Games has designed, nothing to do with it. And we're going to film it for the movie, because obviously we need to be able to film things that we have the rights to. And the problem, as you'll know, traditionally with the Game Boy, is the screen is not backlit. But yes, you'll have just noticed, this is the exception. So this one, Ken and I bought recently at up in Blackpool. What's the show called? The Blackpool show. Play Expo. And it's been fully modded. In fact, I can change the colour of the screen. I've got about 5 or 6 different colours, but I want to go for this kind of more accurate hue of green than the original, although it's a lot brighter. And I'll show you a normal game on here, but because I don't want to yet show you Ken's game. But the question I wanted to ask you is, how can I film it? How can I film it? What I want to do is a shot from the perspective of someone walking down the street, like this, look, playing the game. And I want to be able to film it. And the reason that I'm asking you is, look, if I attach this GoPro, obviously being very careful not to crack the Game Boy, and I'll put it on there. The problem I've got is the lens is just too close. Play Expo, yeah, Floof Monkey, thank you. The lens on this little camera is just too close. to actually keep focus. It's really annoying. I'll just show you, see if I can get a shot up there. Okay, there, cool. Now, so you'll get a sense of it there. Look. If I get it away from my face, it'll focus on it. So that would look really good, look, as I moved around. It would look really, really cool. It's not me, it's the actor, but I'm going to do the cutaway because I can't just get an actor to come all the way from Wales, where he lives, to do one shot. So it'll just be my feet. I'll wear his shoes and walk down the street. But it'll look really cool. The shot's going to look great, but the problem I've got is, look, see how Worms is in focus on the Game Boy itself there? It doesn't focus on the... It just doesn't focus on it. There. So that's the image, look. That's Team 17. And it's just not in focus. So what could we do? What ideas have you got? Try the GB Interceptor capture card. I don't know, but I don't know why that would help. What have you got the... Did I explain clearly enough what the goal is? I want a game on that screen so I can hold it. I don't want to superimpose it because I'm going to walk along with it. All I want to do is somehow mount a camera that's got the right focal length so it can work at like that sort of distance, like, you know, that sort of distance. Do you know what I mean? Any ideas? I wonder whether I use a Sony and a macro lens. And it would be really heavy, but you wouldn't know that necessarily. I mean, I could even sort of have the Sony on a, you know, on a strap around my neck, couldn't I? Can I leave that with you, chat? Because it's the sort of thing that some of you are really, really good at. Hello. Jam Berlinium, I think. Evening to Phosphor. I've not been keeping up with Instagram because that game completely zapped my focus. But it's nice to see all of you. Pinnan, Tarnold Digital, Luke Earnshaw. And I will be saying hello to all of my lovely regulars, including Quake Scortum, who I've just seen, and Ren Mandagorn. What have we got here? Can't you just use a headband to actually film it from your actual perspective? No, because the shot I want, it has to be attached to the device. It's like I don't know how to articulate it. It's a style of shot where the world moves, but the device itself does not move. Do you see what I mean? So I want this, literally, I want it taking up 65% of the 16:9 screen. I also don't want to have a Nintendo Game Boy in shot either, because I don't want to get sued. So I want it just to be like that, right? And then you'll see here and here. You might see this bit. The street moving below as the guy walks along. Does that make sense? Because when you attach the camera and you actually lock it on a device and you move it around, it's a really interesting effect. I don't think it'll work with most action cameras. This is what I'm thinking, as even the GoPro is a fixed focus for not for close-ups. Though Addicted to Retro might be on the right path. You should be able to fit a mount for the phone. Oh God, that is such a good idea. I'm such a doofus. I'm thinking of all this, you know, complicated stuff. What a great idea. Yeah, because this bad boy is capable of 4K, 25 frames per second. I mean, the new iPhone is ProRes, isn't it? Apple ProRes. Oh my God, boys, girls, people. Yes, you've done it. It works. It bloody works. Well done. That was a simple solution. That was because I'm so into all my movie gear. But I didn't think of the most simple solution. What a great idea, look. What a great idea. Obviously, I'm not focusing on it there because I can't. I'm doing it backwards. Let me try and do it. Yeah, like that, isn't it? No, hang on. Almost impossible for me to do it. There we go. And show you in camera. There we go. There. That is definitely in focus, is it not? Yes, it works. Superb. Okay, absolutely marvellous. Good result. Thank you so much. 3D printed mount. That would help. I've actually got this thing, which is really, really good. It's a small rig mount. And this bit here, this can be obviously attached to absolutely anything. I've got a million different clamps, including phone mounts. In fact, with the phone, it'll work so much better because it's so much lighter. God, you're so good. So when you see that shot in the movie, whoever it was that suggested it, you'll know that it was down to you, that it was your idea. And that is what the movie is all about. It's meant to be a collaborative effort. And that's a really good example of it. Yeah, 3D printers are good gadgets. I agree. Good. Okay, so we've resolved that. We have done that. And I think with that, we're probably going to be able to move on now. 1 second. Okay, let me just double check that I've not missed out any news stuff. No, I haven't. The time is 21:33. And so I think now we're pretty much ready. Yeah, baby. For a little bit of quizzing. And I've got a really good quiz for you this week. I think you're going to love it. Okay. All right, good. Okay. So the idea of the quiz is quite simple. I ask you a question. I give you 4 possible answers, one of which is true. And you've got to write the correct answer in chat. Write it in chat and don't embellish too much. If you're absolutely positive you got it right, keep it to yourself, because other people, you know, sometimes would rather get it wrong as long as they're doing it themselves. All right. Okay. Here we go. Good luck. Question number 1. In Night Trap, what is the name of the vampiric family orchestrating the events? Hello, Iquail. Is it the Crawfords, the Martins, the Barrows, or the Carlyles? There you go. Now, that is hard. It's very hard, and I'm not going to apologise for it, because you lot keep getting 10 out of 10. Okay, loads of answers coming in. Well done. Like it. Question number 2. Your reason for living's your reason for leaving. Does that sound like the lyric from a Depeche Mode song, a song by ABC, a song by Dead or Alive, or maybe Duran Duran? Tell you what we're going to do. While we do that, we're just going to stop that and we're going to go off piece a little bit. You carry on with your quizzing, and I'm going to play you a brand new track that I have written, and I've written it bespoke for the movie. What I've been finding is using library tracks. Can you hear that? That's the vinyl effect that I've got. Can you hear it on this track? Yeah, what I found is that with library tracks, often they're brilliant, and I've used several library tracks. Assuming I can license them for the final movie, then I will use them. But I've also created some tunes. Ultimately, Utah Saints are going to be the deciders as to what music the movie has in it, because they're curating it. I'm hoping that the couple of tunes I've made will make the list, but they don't have to. It's up to them. But this is one of the contenders for a scene where it's very thoughtful, and some not great stuff has happened, and it's a kind of thoughtful retrospective moment, but it's got a kind of an 80s flavour to it. And I used a really interesting piece of technology, which I'll show you in a minute. Here we go. '80s flavour. So not my usual funky stuff. Got that Lynn drum clap. Those of you familiar with that drum machine from the 80s. It's only short. It's just a moment where we go away and we spend some time with the characters' kind of internal psychology. Do you know what I mean? There we go. There we go. There we go. So it's a kind of retro, not a tear jerker, but a kind of thought jerker, if that's even a thing, for one of the sort of latter stages of the movie, kind of Act 3, slightly pensive, difficult moments. So hopefully you're enjoying that, and it's yet another little texture that I keep dropping your way to keep you up to speed with the movie. And again, if you're interested in finding out about the movie, you can do. Control AI Delete, controlaidelete.net. Give it a click, and you can get involved. Get yourself a copy, get yourself a Blu-ray, whatever. Okay, question number 3 in tonight's quiz goes like this. In the game Paperboy, which of these is a thing you must avoid? A hearse, a DeLorean, an ironing board, a spaceship. I was quite pleased with that question. Yo, Edgar, how you doing? Good to see you. Miss Freak UK, nice to have you with us. And Al Macmillan and Glenn Morgan and Sommer Rich. We're just in the middle of the quiz. If you just joined us, welcome to Wave the Exploding Show. We're on every Sunday at around about 9 o'clock. I think it started a little bit late tonight, but it's all good. And we finish off in the sort of final moments of our show with a quiz dedicated to retro stuff. Was that question number 3? Yeah. Okay. Question number 4. Where does Snake Plissken land his glider to infiltrate Manhattan, which you'll know is a prison, in Escape from New York, the 1981 epic film? Does he land his glider in Central Park, on the Empire State Building, on the World Trade Center, or in Madison Square Garden? Have they remade that film yet? They were talking about it 2 years ago, but I think it's fallen by the wayside. Thanks so much for resolving that little technical issue. What an obvious solution, but it had eluded me. I might borrow someone's iPhone 17 Pro with the Apple ProRes. Although recording Apple ProRes onto a phone, you'd have to have at least 1 terabyte storage, wouldn't you? Because can you imagine how massive the files would be? Anyway, there we go. Question number 4 is done. Question number 5 in tonight's Wave the Exploding quiz. What crime had Snake Plissken in Escape from New York committed prior to being sent into the Manhattan prison island? Had he committed an assassination? Was he up for treason? Was he guilty of attempted Federal Reserve robbery? Don't take anything from the font's sizes. It's just so I can fit longer things in. Or was he in for smuggling weapons or arms? Good stuff. Good stuff. Okay, good. Question number 6. Which technology, this is a cool question if you're into your cars, did the Aston Martin Lagonda initially attempt to use for its dashboard? So that most techie of 80s luxury cars, the Aston Martin Lagonda, which I always loved as a kid. They tried a technology, but ultimately it didn't work. So when they went to market, it did not have one of these 3 technologies: LED, CRT, LCD, or plasma. In terms of the display. Question number 7 in tonight's Wave the Exploding quiz. Okay, This is a tagline from a movie poster, and it was longer than I thought, so hence why it's a bit small. So I'll read it out. Meet Edgar. He'll make you sing, make you dance, make you laugh, make you cry, make you jealous, make you nuts. Does that sound like the tagline from War Games, Big, Electric Dreams, or Short Circuit? Okay. Question number 8 comes with an image. For which game is this an anti-piracy color code? Did you have to do something with that before you played Jet Set Willy, Pitfall, Hungry Horace, or Tracksuit Manager? This tune is well mellow, isn't it? Okay. Next question. Question number 9 in tonight's Wave the Exploding quiz. If you just joined, by the way, welcome. We're playing a quiz which we do every Sunday. A retro quiz to sort out the true retro heads from the wannabes. Which of these games required this thing I'm about to show you in order to run fully? Bear with me. It's here somewhere, I promise. Where's that gone then? Just rummaging. Well, that's no good, is it? I'm guessing you're all in chat now, slightly giving away the answer. Yes, it's the expansion pack, spelt P-A-K. And I'm totally bewildered as to where it is. I was trying to set up my N64 earlier, and I must have taken it inside. Yeah, the expansion pack, which I have, allows me to play the full version of which game? Star Fox 64, Perfect Dark, GoldenEye 007, or Wave Race 64. Now, be mindful that I said the full version. Yeah, I didn't just say enables me to play, all right? The full version, right? What a shame. I was really excited to have a prop-based question. This is a bit different. And so I wrote 2 questions around it. So we're still talking about the expansion pack for the N64, which there's a little compartment on the front. You open it and you whack it in there. Of course, it's extra RAM, isn't it? For which Nintendo N64 game was the expansion pack an absolute requirement to run? So this is different. The previous one, it enhanced the game to a certain extent, or it enables you to play the game fully. That was question number 9. This game won't boot without the extra RAM module, which they call expansion pack. F-Zero X, The Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask, The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time, or Turok, Dinosaur Hunter. Okay, there we go. Hey, Miss Freak, you said hello to me. Nice to see you. Dave is giving it a good go in Instagram land, as is Philly. Where are we? Okay, cool. Marvellous, marvellous, marvellous. Right. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is our 10 questions this evening. So not too many movie questions, which I know sometimes people find hard. Some difficult, and then some easier ones. Trying to give everyone an opportunity, but not making it so easy that we get a multitude of 10 out of 10ers, which I don't mind, but I want to make it challenging for you. The first question went something like this. In Night Trap, what is the name of the vampiric family orchestrating the whole thing? So they are the family behind those weird guys in black, I think, that come in to the dorm, I think it is. The name is, well, it's the Martins. It's the Martins that run the whole thing. Vampires they are, the Martins. So give yourself a 1/1 if you got that right. That's how we do things here on Where It's Better Show. You now write 1 out of 1 if you got it right. Okay, so if you're just joining, I guess you could play along. 1 out of 1. So what have we got? Right, let's have a look. We've got 0 out of 1 for Ponder and for Darth Fargo as well. I'm glad you liked it, Roms. Thank you. Thank you. It's a brilliant quiz. I do appreciate that. Ren Mandagorn, did you like the new content announcement for the Gadget Show podcast? By the way, Ren, let me know in chat. The announcement was, of course, that the Gadget Show competition is back. So, yeah, I do a podcast now about the Gadget Show. I'm guessing everyone knows, but there might be a few people, especially on Instagram, that are dropping in who've never seen this show. Yeah, we're recording it every week at the moment. We do a chunk of episodes in the series. I think about 12 or 16, I can't remember. But importantly, we've got a really great revival of the Gadget Show competition with a $5,000 prize, and we reel off the things that you could buy from CX because it's sponsored by CX, which is a nice little twist on the Gadget Show competition. Ponder saying that they've entered. Ren saying I certainly did. I'm really, really pleased. I hope it, feels good. Obviously, it's not exactly the same as the old competition because we don't have that sort of budget. But I think it's a really good reversioning of it, considering the limitations that we have. And Floof Monkey has also entered, as has someone's replying. Oh, Ren saying they couldn't figure out how to. Well, I think by virtue of being a paying member of the Patreon, you are already entered. That's pretty much it. DM the Patreon, is that right? I couldn't figure out how to DM the Patreon. All right, well, look, maybe we'll have this because it's all got a bit complicated. You can always DM me by going to X or Instagram, and I'll reply to you directly. But I'm also on Patreon. Can we DM each other on Patreon? Because I'm a member. I pay to be a member of Patreon because I figured, well, I need to see what the experience is like. Anyway. There's a send message button at the top of the Patreon page. Is there? All right. I need to know this. I need to put this back to the producer so we can get it in the script. Anyway, we're going to move on. Right. Hello, Tom.com. Proper extra. Dave. Oh, no, Dave, you're part of the quiz. You're I've already acknowledged you. Right. Okay. Question number 2. Your reason for livings. Your reason for livings. Your reason for leaving. I don't know what it means. I don't know the answer to that question. If I knew, I would tell you. The look of love. ABC is the correct answer. I think I massacred the lyrics, but that's the correct answer. Before we go down the 2s, we're going to answer number 3, and we'll see best out of 3, okay? In Paperboy, which of these is a thing you must avoid? Which of these things must you avoid? Well, I'm going to reveal the answer, ladies and gentlemen. The answer is, of course, it's a hearse. You've got to avoid a hearse. I had to just make stuff up because finding out what you have to avoid, you can do on Wikipedia and YouTube and stuff like that. Finding out what doesn't appear with 100% guarantee is actually quite difficult. So let's have a look at what we've got out of 3. Floof Monkey has an amazing 3, as does Bruise93. Well done, both of you. 2, 4, Pender, Ren Mandagorn, Darth Fargo, Numpty Face, middle-aged guy on 1, Iquel on 2, Addicted to Retro on 2, Roms, new name, I think, So welcome if you're new. Gets 2 out of 3. Mr. Juicy gets 3 out of 3. We're going to move on now. That was fun. Question number 4. Oh my God. Where does Snake Plissken land his glider in Escape from New York? He, of course, lands it on the World Trade Center. Interesting, isn't it? And it made me want to watch that film. I've not watched, I think I've seen it once in 1981 or 1980, probably 1982, wasn't it? Because it'll come over on as VHS. Like we had to wait a year, didn't we? I mean, we had to wait a year or 3/4 of a year until it got in the cinema, and then a year after that. So it's probably 1983 by the time I saw it. Back in the 80s. Right, question number 5. We'll do them out of 5. What crime had Snake Plissken committed prior to being sent into Manhattan? You might have seen me typing a minute ago. That was because I suddenly thought, I had a bit of a wobble. I was like, did I get this right? The answer is, he was going to be sentenced for attempted Federal Reserve robbery. But they said, if you go in your glider into the prison that is Manhattan Island and get our recover the crashed president, all your crimes will be forgotten. Brilliant. Great narrative, isn't it? So what have we got? What are we looking at? Out of 5, we've got Floof Monkey, 5 out of 5. It's John Carpenter with Kurt Russell, always a winning combination, says Numpty. 4 out of 4, the only place high enough to launch from, according to the film. Oh, right, yeah. 5 out of 5 for Floof Monkey, yeah. 3 out of 5 for Ponder, 4 for Mandagorn. Darth Fogel gets 4. Middle-aged Gamer Guy gets 2. Rom gets 3. On a roll is Floof Monkey. 5 out of 5 Mr. Juicy. Numpty McNumptyface, 4 out of 5. 4 out of 5 Addicted to Retro. 5 out of 5 for Bruce. Filmed, but not including the cinematic release, but available as a special feature on most current releases of the film. And 4 out of 5, yes, indeed, for I Quail. Marvellous stuff. Right. We'll have the next scores out of 6, out of 7. Which technology did Aston Martin originally plan to use in the Lagonda? They did it, they tested it, they drove it around. It was a CRT screen. They actually put a cathode ray tube in the Lagonda, but they realised it was way too impractical, that it didn't work properly, so they ended up going with LED. And now, if you got that right, well done. We're going to move on to question 7. Meet Edgar. He'll make you sing, make you dance, make you cry, make you laugh, make you cry, make you jealous, make you nuts. That was the tagline on the poster for Electric Dreams, ladies and gentlemen. And of course, who did? Little bonus question. Who did the theme tune, the famous theme tune for that? Come on, I know you know it. Wow, Bruce said they had a Lagonda in the car museum when Bruce visited Benidorm last year. What's Benidorm like? Is it good? I've always wanted to go. I've been to Alicante, and there's a little tram or like a train you can take, sort of 20 minutes, half an hour, 40 minutes or something like that. Out of 7, let me know. Human League is in fact correct. Phil Oakey, yeah. So scores out of 7, what have we got? Ren's on 5, Mr. Juicy on 6, 2 for Middle-Aged Gamer Guy UK, 5 for Addicted to Retro, 5 for I Quail, 5 for Ponder, the title song by Marauder and the bloke from Human League. 6, Giorgio, isn't it? Giorgio Marauder, producer, Italian producer. 6 out of 7, I think. 6 out of 7 for Darth. Floof Monkey for 6 out of 7. That was Bruise on 6. And 4.7. Hey? Ponder, I'm really confused. Okay. Right, here we go. What is this? A anti-piracy code for? The answer is, of course, Jet Set Willy, ladies and gentlemen. Jet Set Willy, that's what you need to do, regardless of whether, like me, you're colourblind or you've got a hooky black and white photocopy of it. You've got to get that code right, otherwise you ain't playing. Disastrous, actually. Disastrous for those of us wanting to pirate games in the 80s. Not that I'm admitting to it. Okay, out of 8, what have we got? Let's have a quick butchers. Ponder 5, 7 for Bruise, 3 for middle-aged gamer guy. Ren for 6, Darth 7, Floof on 7, Numpty on 6, 5 from Roms, 7 for Mr. Juicy. Addicted gets 6, iCloud gets 8. A few people on Instagram also doing quite well. Jeff Eden Photography, Identity Evo. Also, hello to both of you. SBT Noah, Push with Relly, Archie. You could be like a jeweler, couldn't you, helping people give birth, and your name would be Push with Relly. The Great One 77, Rich Junior Jones, Duncan C, Proper Extra has also joined us. Great to see all of you. Dave D Johnson. Okay, hang on. I need actually to show some love to YouTube. I realise I've got the aggregated chat, hasn't included X in YouTube. I'm so sorry. So, giving lots of love and respect to the Phosphor, who right now, let me just get some tunes back. I'm confused. Out of 8 so far. Janet's getting 5. Well done, Janet. Ed's also on 5. The Foster is on 2. Dave D. Johnson. Tell me what your score is, matey, and I will shout you out. Have I forgotten anyone else? I feel really bad. Okay, question number 9 coming up right now. The penultimate question where we're going to have a quick stock take to see. We're going to audit the quiz. And we're going to see. Hi, Frank Stay Lorraine. Great to see you. And hello also to Faster Crossland. Nice to see you, Frank Stay Lorraine. Which of these games required the expansion pack, which I was supposed to hold up? Where's my N64, goddammit? To work fully. So it would work, but you could only use. Well, I think it was multiplayer actually. It needed the expansion pack to do that. But anyway, to work fully, the answer is, of course, starring Joanna Dark. Perfect Dark. Well done. Let's look at the scores then. Let's do our due diligence and work out. 6 out of 9 for Ponder. Wow. 8 out of 9 for Bruise. 7 out of 9 for Mumpty. 8 out of 9 for Darth, Mr. Juicy and Floof. 7 for Ren. Rom's on 6. 4 for Middle-Aged Gamer Guy, so made up a few points recently. Addicted to Retro, 7 out of 9. 7 out of 9 for iQuail. Rob's on 5. The Phosphor is on 2. Ed's is on 5. Janet's on 6. All coming together now. It's all coming together. So what have we got? We've got a couple of 3 out. I think it's 4 out 8 out of 9s. Bruise, Darth Fargo, Mr. Juicy, and Floof Monkey. I think they are the contenders as we move into the final question, which was this: for which Nintendo 64 game was the expansion pack an absolute requirement to run? So without it, it just wouldn't work. The answer is, of course, The Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask is the actual answer, folks. That's the answer. The question is, did our leaders get it? Did they get it? Let's hear your scores out of 10. 6 for Ponder, 8 for Floof, 9 for Bruise, very, very impressive. 7 for Ren, 8 for Mr. Juicy. Darth Fargo gets 8 too. 7 for Addicted to Retro, 4 out of 10. Saying not a great week. I don't know, middle-aged gamer guy. You've done yourself proud. 7 out of 10. 6 for Roms, 8 for iQuail. Ponder getting 6. So did we get a 9? We got a 9 from Bruise. Any advance on 9? 3 for Alexby on YouTube. Nice to see you. Rob getting 5. Janet on 6. Phosphor, how about you? 5 for Eds. Well done. Thank you for the compliment, Eds, as always. Huge shout out to everyone that's been joining me on all the different platforms this evening. It's been a lot of fun. It's been a lot of fun. We've covered a lot of ground. We got there on time. Alexby saying they never had an N64. You haven't lived, Alexby. You've got to do that. I've got one, even though you don't believe me because I can't bring it into shot. So put it somewhere. What can I say? Huge shout out, ladies and gentlemen. Everyone, give them a big up. Bruce93, ladies and gentlemen. I thought we might well have had a 4-way tie. I thought it was going that way too. Hello, Craig Riley, J5 Photos, Pete Feet, Burt Bear. What a great show. Really enjoying it today. I'll get that game sorted. I think we're experiencing that kind of learning process at the beginning of a game. I'm hoping it's not quite that text heavy. I mean, it is a kind of, narrative. It's like a procedural, isn't it? So it's fine. I thought I got it because I thought it'll work really well on a Steam Deck. So I'll find some time. Someone's got to do it. Don't worry, I'll do it. And I'll play. What was it called? Rue Valley. Rue Valley. We also talked about on today's show Turok Origins, the brand new version of Turok that they've announced in the last few days is going to be dropping end of spring, beginning of fall, autumn 2026. You resolve for me how I'm going to make this backlit Game Boy look great using something like this. Not this, but this, which we're going to use to do some footage for the movie. And, ladies and gentlemen, I've remembered. What was this week's clickbaity title? Can anyone remember? If you're new, then I will explain. Every week I name the episode rather than calling it episode, 126. I give it a name and it's a clickbaity title. And it's there intentionally to draw people in. Hello, Turner Automotive. How you doing? How's the car, brother? Great to see you. This week's clickbaity title was Britain's wasn't ready for this haircut. And here is what I was referring to. It was a national outrage. They wrote newspaper articles about it as children would turn up at school. My mate, Pat, had Kanjagugu's haircut, right? But actually, it wasn't Lamal's haircut that I think was the most outrageous. It was actually Nick Beggs. The bassist he's on left of my screen. Very blonde with like braids. That was the most outrageous one, not Lamal. Nick Beatty. What a bassist! Oh my god! If you ever want to see a true artist play the bass, someone that just takes it to the level of art, it's that man. He's incredible. Nick Beggs, bassist for Kanjagugu. Check him out on YouTube, it'll blow your mind. Anyway, that was this week's clickbaity title. That was the show, The Way of the Exploding Show. Over for one more week. Such a pleasure. If you want to join in on some of my other stuff, check out my socials. And of course, make sure that you're aware that the Gadget Show podcast, which is now in its sort of 4th series or something, we're currently recording weekly, has announced that we're bringing back the Gadget Show competition, folks. And in order to take part in the competition, you have to be a Patreon member. Now, I'm a Patreon member at the lowest tier, which I think is about £3.50. Don't quote me, but I'm pretty sure it's about £3.50 a month. Pretty cheap. And you get entry to the competition, which currently has a prize of £5,000 that you can spend at CEX. So I think that's pretty damn good. Plus, you get behind the scenes stuff. You get a look around my lockup. You get some exclusive stuff from Susie. You get conversational elements from the podcast that we don't put out on the main platforms. Lots of exclusive Patreon material. I don't mind bigging this up because I'm proud of it. Check it out. Thank you, Roms. Lovely to hear from you too. All right, have a great week. I'll be back for more Way of the Exploding Show shenanigans. Same place, same time, next Sunday, 9 p.m. So I hope you have a great week and I'll see you then. Good night.